moving out in this Escalade.
Turn right and then turn right.
First time I haven't had a diesel in a while. My last Escalade's always been diesels. This is not a diesel. This is a
Turn
regular
right
holler
to
chick
2nd
boy.
Street Pike.
Only 97,000 on here, almost 100. But most of my drones like 100 some thousand miles, and it was diesels. Cause
Turn right onto Pennsylvania 232 South.
they ride them diesels out, cause them diesels be like, yeah.
Continue on Pennsylvania 232 South for half a mile.
You can ride them, and they don't be scrunching up on gas. Gas be like, yo. It ain't nothing when they come to diesel when you driving these joints. But they starting to phase them out. So once the last one croak out, I guess that's gonna be it for the diesels. They don't like fixing them. They're too gunky. All the stuff they said is what I heard. I haven't heard that from other people who are drivers. They was like, yo, man, they don't really like these joints. So they popping off. So now I'm in Ricetown, which is a combination. This is like Newtown, Wrightstown, a little bit of every town. I'm on my way to pick up my first client. This client is coming into Philadelphia International Airport, and I will be taking this.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Swamp Road.
I think I'll be taking to Rittenhouse. Then my second one I'm taking to Rittenhouse Square. Another one, I don't know, I can't remember.
At the light, turn left onto Swamp Road.
Well, I'll tell you, man. I gotta figure out a way to sleep better or something. Or these people who get up here every day and just drilling and hammering. Man, I need to just go somewhere where I can just lay in the bed all freaking day to make up for all this hammering and stuff
Continue for 5 miles.
that these crazy people are doing in the apartment complex. It's crazy. And now I gotta make sure I don't touch the phone all day today. Do not touch the phone. I'm not answering the phone. The company can call me. It can call me all they want. I ain't answering. Until I get to where I'm going, I'll call them back. It's crazy. They set me up. The last time I drove, they set me up. They kept calling me. Now I'm not answering nothing. Okay, for nothing. No Bluetooth. My phone don't do Bluetooth. The Bluetooth don't work. So no, I'm not answering the phone. Until I get to where I'm going, then I answer the phone. But why ain't you answer the phone? Because I was told not to answer the phone. It don't matter whether it's up in a hold or not. And I mean, it says these people be putting their phones and sticking them up to the screen. I'm not doing that. I need every bit of this windshield I'm gonna have. I don't need nothing distracting me in the middle of the screen. Some people put it on the right hand side. I might need to see on the right hand side or left hand side, so they can tap in what they're gonna tap in. Either way, you're not keeping your eye on the road. And if you put it up in front of the thing, you're distracting yourself from the road. There's always something with these people, man. So I decided the other day I had a great time. I had nothing, no touching the phone. And sure, if they had to find something, This freaking Samsara garbage. Talking about, I ran through a stop sign. No, the stop sign said, continue to go right. You don't have to stop. If you're going straight or left, you have to stop. That's what it said. Stop. I go through those all the time up on Church Road. There's 2 stop signs. One says, stop if you're going to the left and keep on going if you're going to the right. You know, they hit me up on that. Man, get out of here. I start calling the limo companies. Because these people are crazy. Whole bunch of housies in here, a whole bunch of HNs in here. Well, ain't a whole bunch of HNs. There's only one HN I know of. And then the rest is crazy. They want to be a boss in there. Everybody want to be a chief. While we out here humping. I made a nice check last week. And that's only because I had one client that paid super duper money with a super duper gratuity. And that was my man, Mr. Kev. Because I had a weight job on Sunday. That weight job paid a lot of money. I took him there. I had to wait for him and his wife. That was 5 hours. And the hour, then all together was like 6 hours. But the wait is where we get the most money at. When you're just waiting around. You get paid more than you actually drive. Ain't this something? So I got a good check this week from last week. I needed that to pay my rent. Thank heaven. Even though I could use another, but I'll get that next week. That'll cover some other stuff. Just trying to catch up, man. I'm trying to pay off these last bits. You know, I just put another one on my account. Trying to pay off these last bits of Affirm purchases. Like a lot of them, I'm almost done. I got one more $40 payment. Actually, two. That's going to take $40 a month out of my doggone pay. You know what I mean? That's out. And then, the Affirm joint, I'm telling you, they add up. At one time, I had $2,000 worth of Affirm payments. $2,000. Now I'm down to $900. I paid off $1,200 in Affirm pays. And now I'll use them sparingly. A couple of them, I'm almost done. Bam, I got like 3. I think I'm done with this. And now I can start really having some money throughout the month. And again, it's on me. I went Saks crazy. Whenever something was over $500, I'll put it on the Affirm card. Burberry boots, Casablanca sweatsuits. All kinds of craziness, man. That's what I would throw in that card. Sneaks. Any sneaks or shoe wear over 500, I'll throw them on the card. But now I'm just about done with all them dips. Holla at your boy. So that's what's popping off. And once we get done that, that's almost like, man, I was close to like maybe $400 a month just on Saks. That's a lot of money. $400 a month on Saks. I got everybody on hold. They're Saks, but Affirm. Like $40 a month. It was like 40 here, 50 here, 10 there, 9, 4, 7, 3, 13, 12. Add all that up for a month one time. I'm paying $400 a month on Affirm cards. $400. Well, them days are about over. So, thank heaven for it. Just let me get out this debt thing before the year starts. And really, I'm supposed to get out, try to get out all this craziness before I retire. No, before my lease. But they called me in to bring my car, and they wanted it so bad, and they gave me a nice deal on my car, no money down. My brakes and rotors are covered for 36 months. All kinds of.
We found a faster route via I-95 South, which saves 7 minutes.
I am not.
If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap thanks.
Well, that's what I'm staying on. Nobody ain't going on the route you're talking about. So yeah, man, getting this debt down, man. I gotta get this debt down before the year start because I know my old IRS a little bit more money that I normally been on them. Because even though SEPTA was, it wasn't bad. I got my company, my LLC. So I'm doing those here and there. Shut up. That bada bing, bada boom. But on the real, between this job and when I had the school job, I was straight. I was putting like maybe 7 a week. Now y'all don't think that's a lot, but that's a lot. Sure, I just worked 3 days and got four something for 3 days. If I worked 2 more days and I get nice jobs like I'm getting now, I probably would have got like 700. That's all I need to make. I can make more than $1,950 a month. But if I do, then Social Security gonna start acting funny and taking $1 for every $2 I make. So I just try to stay under. I don't have to worry about that. But if I get a job that's paying a whole bunch of money, I'm not gonna care. Because I need to just go over to the point that I'm making just as much as I was making with SEPTA. And I ain't got to do half the work I got to do. And people don't understand that. Oh, why you retired? I was making almost anywhere from $100,000 to $110,000 a year, SEPTA. But that was overtime. I was grinding 7 days a week. But I had to grind to make that money. But then after taxes came out, they take $30,000 in tax.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto Pennsylvania 332 East.
So now I'm down to 75, and that's $25,000 in federal taxes. We ain't talking about FICA. We ain't talking about state. We ain't talking about the freaking county that's harassing me. We ain't talking about all them taxes. By the time I take that out, my friend told me when she retired from the government, she was like, oh, well, nah. She said, you might be making a little bit less than what you was making if you went to work, or you might be making a little bit more, depending on your job.
Continue straight onto Pennsylvania 332 East.
I'm work another 5 years. The way this stuff is, anything can happen. You know what I mean? I'm guaranteed my pension.
On Pennsylvania 332 East for 3 miles.
I'm guaranteed my Social Security for life. Can't touch that. That's already funded for at least the next 10 years. That's funded. That's in the coffers. And then I got my military. If I want to, I can try to raise my military, but I'm not a thief. So unless I find somebody I can really say, oh man, it's just catching up with me. This from the military when I was an aircraft carrier. I can say stuff like that. But mother be like trying to cheat. Oh, tell me you got PTSD. Keep playing. The heavenly don't like thieves and ugly. If you don't have PTSD, go ahead and get paid for it. I bet you end up with it some way or the other. PTSD, PTS dummy. I don't know what you're going to end up with. Not me. I ain't lying to get no extra money. That ain't happening, Captain. So, heavenly going to take care of me. You know what I mean? I'm going through a little thing with my credit score now, but I'll tell you what. I got a very nice apartment. I got a very nice car. I still got money coming in. All I got to do is stop spending $40, $50 a night. Last week, I'm going to spend like $150 eating out. $150. That's a lot of money. And that was only like 3 nights out. I'm not talking about all the money I spent last week. You know, so it's like, and the things you got to do to make things happen. I might have to borrow a couple of dollars for some peeps and whatsoever, make things, drip over and whatsoever. Things happen. Something happened to the car. Bada bing. They give you a little check. So it's like that. So you gotta keep doing what you got to do to keep it popping off. But
there are police reported ahead.
I don't care if police are reported ahead. I'm on the video right now. So yeah, that's the dealio, man. So again, I don't mind getting out here every now and then. Y'all see the $100 I be getting, $100 here, $100 here, $200 tips. I got 2 clients a day. If one is going to the Ritz-Carlton and one is going to the Rittenhouse Square downtown, I think they got some cake. Get us 20. I might get 10 from each. Maximum I probably get is 100 or 80. Maybe 2 20s, maybe 2 50s. No matter what I get today, is more than what I get sitting on my behind at home doing nothing. Because again, I had to say to my peeps, I be keeping it real. If I had a wife, I'm retired, I probably wouldn't even be out. Because my wife would be helping with with the payments. The apartment, the food. Yeah. And I'm happy for my people who got wives. That's fine. You got that. That's what they do. I'm just saying, as opposed to, I don't have a wife. Nobody's passed down any money to me. I don't have no money passed down through nobody. My mom and dad didn't pass me down like thousands of dollars. It wasn't like that. And I don't blame them for not doing that. Oh, hey, leave me nothing. Not even a problem. Didn't even care. Nope. I'm not going to mention this other situation, but forget about that. Don't even care. It's all right. They ain't had to leave me anything. I'm going to get my hustle on. That's right. I'm feeling good. I'm taking care of business. And I'm handling my business. My health is pretty good, pretty well. Hey. But I ain't tripping on it. Try to do the best I can every day to eat and take care of myself. If anything happens, all you got to know is I tried. Rick the Ruler. They might get upset. Oh, why are you looking down at your coffee cup holder? You can't look down at your coffee cup holder because you're taking your eyes off the road. People are insane in this company. Insane. So I said, if it wasn't for tips, I would not be working here. I've been gone a long time ago. If it wasn't for the nice people I meet, that I get to tell about my music, and they get to listen to it. Other than that, man, please. I've been left some place. Let's see if I can find somebody who want a private limousine driver. Like I pick up a lot of people. These people got money. I said, look, have you ever thought about having a private limousine driver? Because I'll drive for you. You got a car you want to drive? You know, you got a car you want to use? Let me get you around. I ain't got no problem with that. I would like to drive for you, wherever it is. I'll drive for you. Not a problem. I'll be on point. My man, the lawyer, I'm waiting for him to call me back on another tip, but I would like, look, lawyer, you know what I'm saying, my brother, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know you got 25 trucks at your crib, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you let me drive for you? Be a private limo for you. You know what I mean? I don't want a lot. Just give me like $500 a week. $500-600 a week, straight. And if you want to, you can under the table that joint, holler at your boy. But if you need to write off the taxes, I understand that. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, there's a lot of opportunity. You never know who you're going to meet. You can say, you know what? Oh, really? You know what? I wouldn't mind. Would you like more? Yes, I would like to work for you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Let's get it. So the good thing about being out here, you can do other things. Some people just want to sit back and relax. And I got that. You want to retire and sit back and relax? I got that. But for the most part, most of the people that I know that retired from SEPTA or left for whatever reason it is, they out here working. Because nobody wanted to just sit home and just be sitting home doing nothing and being idle. You know? And I can just, I can go out and do that. I can go out performing all this stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to do as little work as I can. And when I do some work, do the stuff that I like to do. Period. I want to work nowhere. I'm like, oh man, this is horrible. Now you would think that I would say that about this job. I'm not saying that about this job as opposed to what I do as far as driving and meeting clients. But as far as the management of this company, and it's not all of them. It's not all of them. Some of them pretty cool. Ronald Reagan 7777. What's going on, player? That's my favorite number right there, baby. 777 on the 7 with the holler to sevens. I like that. And my main man, DJ 1080 just popped in. What's going on, brother? Limo in the day. Executive limo in there. As you can see, holler at your boy. Who is this? Don't know. Ain't no need to answer because I'm busy. I can't answer the phone because they won't give me no money. I got one safety award. One time. So if I ain't answering nobody else, I can't answer this person, whoever it is. But I'm stopped, so I can't hit decline. I can't hit decline because I'm stopped. I'm stopped. You know what I mean? If I have another good week like I had last week, like I'm working.
In 1,000 feet, use the right lane to take the I-295 West ramp to Philadelphia.
I most certainly will. Thank you very much. I will, if I get a check like this next week, oh man, that'll be straight. And that's including the checks that I got.
Use the right lane to take the I-295 West ramp, then merge onto I-295 West.
And that's why you want this job, for the tips. You want to know how to drive. Make sure you're driving smooth as a feather, smooth as a RaJuR Executive drive. And then you want to have some conversation for the people, know how to talk to people, and know how to, get your hustle on when you got $1 million people in your car. Simple as that. It don't matter whether they're $1 million or whether they're not. Not all the people I pick up are millionaires. Some people I pick 1,000aires. Some people just got some money together to have.
Continue for 35 miles.
For once, you know what I mean? Or something like that. You might want to go to the airport. You know what I mean? I just got my friend a limo, got her limo 25% off. Her and her hubby, or soon to be hubby. You know what I mean? They ain't rich, but they got money. But I got them some money off. So that's another benefit of working here. Is if I want a limo, I get 50% off. For family members, 25% off. Or a referral or a friend, 25% off. So that's why I still work here. That's why I'm not going to work 5 days a week here, because I don't like the way these people drive out here. They drive like they're insane. And I got to wait every 5 minutes to, what I'm going to find out tonight when I get home I done wrong. So you got to balance it out. Just to hear this crybaby stuff for no reason, they set you up so they can not give you a safety award. But this dude who used to work at SEPTA, he's a real racist guy. They don't know he's racist. I know he's racist. I don't know if he's still working there. But he had told me, because he didn't know what was going on, and I never knew. I got $100 safety award one time. Look like their homeboys, the older guys, they probably get an award every week because they in pocket. Probably got some kickback coming back. I ain't giving no kickback. You give me 100, I'm taking it all. But for the most part, he was like, yo, I worked all week. Whatever. He had one violation and it took away his $100 award. I'm like, yeah, I see. That's how they do. That's how they do. I know you be doing that that kickback scheme. I want to make sure y'all get 100 every week. I don't care if you run into the back of 5 trucks. We're blaming on the truck so you get that 100, but make sure you give me 25 off the top. It might be something like that, but I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it could be like that. And the less safety awards you get, like I said, you can drive all week. And the last minute of your ride, you mistakenly go past a stop sign, or you'll stop fully, or something like that. They'll take your money away. Yeah, that's a gag. That's a gank. All the people who gank. But again, because I can get a discount, because I get tips, and because I get the pedal RaJuR Real Deep Cool music, that's overall everything else I gotta go through with them. So I decided I'm not gonna break any more of their rules. And because I'm not gonna break any more of their rules, they're not gonna be hearing from me as much as they think they should. Again, you call me, if I don't have nowhere to pull over, when I get to where I'm going, when I get a chance to pull over, I will call you then. So you better hope it's not nothing immediate. Because if you call me right now, I can pull over on 195. I can pull over right now, bam, 295, I holler at your boy, what? But if I'm somewhere in traffic, stuck, whatever, between Cotman Avenue and Center City, what I'm supposed to do? I'm not picking up the phone. I don't care if I'm moving 1 inch at a moment. I'm not picking up nothing. I will talk to you when I get to the airport. That's where I'm going. Or to the next client's house. It made no sense. Right, we saw you talking in the car and you was talking about us. And you wasn't saying no good words about the company, so yeah, no safety award. Okay. Whatever, man. Do what you gotta do. And then I got this crazy company called Berkheimer taking money out of my check to my SEPTA didn't pay my local sales taxes. Or didn't pay my local taxes for Cheltenham. I said, these people have been paying my taxes for 35 and a half years. Now all of a sudden, he just not going to pay my taxes? Well, send us the W-2s. Yo, they're going to keep playing with me. That's all right. They take my money out, they're going to be getting my money back. Because I can't send them more W-2s than what I've sent them. And I said, if you want to get W-2s, then call SEPTA. They're the ones paying my taxes for me. Why don't you call SEPTA? You got all my information. You got enough information on me that you're taking money out of my check every week from this job. So you can definitely call SEPTA and say, yo, did y'all pay Williams taxes? They shysters, man. Berkheimer, it even sound like Berkshyster. Because that's what it sounds like. They're a bunch of shysters taking people money, and by the time you find out they got some money enough to invest in some drugs. Look at this guy. Look at this fool. Driving like he crazy. I can't pick up the phone to take him. Driving like a madman. Miles an hour, swerving. Oh, they put the phone down. Oh. All I want to do is report this guy. I picked up the phone one time, and now I'm going to hear about it. Anyway, whatever. This guy was driving like he was freaking bananas. And that ragged behind car. And there's always people with ragged behind cars that drive like they're crazy because they don't care. Look at this guy. He doing 90. This guy doing 90 miles an hour. Now, if that guy was to be behind me, making me go fast, they're blaming on me. Oh, you was going too fast. Oh, look at it. More people just flying up and down the street. And I can't take a picture of it. Nah. Where the cops at? They all on that side. They ain't on this side. They on that side. Watch these people flopping down the road, going southbound. It's garbage, man. I'm telling you, it's political garbage. And that Mayor Sherry John, she busy having freaking Sherry John busy having throwback parties while Cash Patel's in here, arresting drug dealers. She having throwback parties. These people are insane. Totally insane. That's all right. I can't look down my phone and comment. I picked it up to take a picture of these crazy people, but I forgot. Now I'm gonna get a strike for the day. It's dumb. I gotta find out a way to sleep on my neck, man, because my neck is just too jacked up. I be putting like ice bottles on my neck, sort of like, not stiffen it up, but kind of make it feel a little bit better. A little ice on the neck. I had a heating bag, but I forgot I had the heating bag. Going back and forth from my neck. Oh, was my neck, was my shoulders? I don't know what it is. Pain in behind though. Better not be no car sitting here behind me. This fool going 90 over here. So I'm going to the airport. I'll be there nice and early, well before I was supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be there at 5 o'clock.
There are police reported ahead.
I'm going to get there at 4 o'clock. I'm going to be there just in case. The difference is when you're picking up people to take them to the airport, it behooves you to be there early. It behooves you to be there early just in case they want to leave early. Because if you can get them to leave early, if they want to leave early, that means more of a break you're going to get in between driving and picking up clients. Because these people also do not care if you eat it. They don't mind if you get out and smoke, because all of them like slaves to nicotine. Both of them they slaves to nicotine. So they don't mind you get out and smoke. But if you want to get a nice little meal in whatsoever, you can forget it. Not with this company. They keep you running all day unless you get a weight job. By the time you get done with that job, then you got to go to another job. You can't stop and get nothing to eat. At least they never got me eating and driving. They never got me for eating and driving. Surprised I never seen that video. They don't care if you eat. They don't care about your health. All they care about you picking up a client. They don't care. If you say, I don't feel well, I need to take a break, whatsoever. Oh, I'm going to write that up. These people are insane. I don't know if any other freaking places, limo companies are like this. I'm not like I'm complaining. I'm just telling you the way it is. In the sector, you done for the day. Look, I can't do it. They'd rather you. All right, cool. You got to take off for the day. You don't get paid. No big deal. These joints, well, I'm going to have to put you on. And you can't call. You got some scheduled for less than 200 hours or 120
There are police reported ahead.
Well, I got to put you down as a refusal. There you go. Car coming around. Go get him. You saw who you saw. You saw who you had to saw. Go get him. Go get him. Come on. Because you know where they at. How they pull somebody over? I'm going to pull over whoever they got. I'm going to pull on my laugh in their face. Laugh in their face. Hope they got that white car. Oh, no, that's another car they got. They got a little freaking Muppet car. I want them to get that freaking white car.
We found a faster route via I-95 South, which saves 5 minutes.
I am on I-95.
If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
I'll stay on this route. I don't need no other route. I got more than an hour to spare when I get there. So I don't need no other route. I'll stay right on this route. If it's an hour delay, then I got to do with that. How's your boy? I'm having fun talking to y'all. Who else is joined to check out RaJuR Executive Limo Stories? Okay. Oops, he reached down to plug his phone in. Major violation. Major violation. He reached down to plug his phone in so it wouldn't lose power. Major violation. Major violation. No safety award. Crazy. I know the truck better go around me because I ain't going nowhere. This truck is doing 75 miles of weaving. They must have drugs in that joint. They must have drugs in there. They're gonna crash. I can tell you they're gonna crash. They're weaving in and out with a box truck. Oh, that's an accident waiting to happen. Look at them. They're going crazy. They stealing something. Ain't happening, Captain. I mean, if the guy's taking a picture of them. They driving totally reckless with that box truck.
There are police reported ahead.
Yes, they are. See what they pulled over up here. See if they got somebody else saw that was flying. Let's see. Oh, broken down truck. Broken down, holla at your boy, bars. Okay. Now the truck done slowed down now. I did like this, like I was taking a picture. They'll slow down. Don't play with me, dog. Don't play with me, man. Get somebody to pull you all over. Y'all got some drugs in that truck. They still got their flash on, too. You gotta watch these people out here, man. You gotta really
There are police reported ahead.
You gotta really know your P's and Q's. You gotta know it. You gotta know how to gaze over the people with trucks, with people that might cut into your lane. You don't know. You gotta look through those windows sometime and say, okay, the way this person's driving, more than likely they're not gonna kick into my lane on some old crazy. Then they came off the exit now. They scared. They might.
In 2 miles, take exit 30 toward Pennsylvania 73, Cotman Avenue.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to the airport. I got to pick somebody at the airport. That's where I'm going. So there must be something going on up here. But I ain't buying it. I ain't buying the kid. Look at this guy. With another flyer. Look at this. This guy, these people are crazy. Look at this guy. He got to be doing 90 miles an hour. He's fishing. Oh, he just cut him off. Audi. No cops chasing him. Again, no cops around at all. Not one police officer to see this guy recklessly driving on 95. Not one. Here comes some more. Speed demons. Speed demons. You would think that the Samsara, instead of reporting on us, would take the license plates of some of these people that are driving recklessly and turn the film in and report them. No, they'd rather look at us. They'd rather look at us, see what we're doing wrong. If somebody would cut me off and I hit the brakes real hard, oh, that's harsh braking. That's harsh braking. Somebody cut in front of me and I got to hit the brakes real hard, they would look at me. They wouldn't look at the film and see if a car cut me off. They'd look at me. Harsh braking. I know.
In a half mile, take exit 30 toward Pennsylvania 73, Cotman Avenue.
Not doing it. I'm not going to Cotman Avenue. I'm going to the airport. Why would I do that?
Take exit 30.
Not like a lot of people are doing that though. Because it's blockade up here. That's all right. Again, I am not in a rush.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Blay Avenue.
Not doing it.
At the light, turn right onto Blay Avenue, then turn left onto State Road.
The navigation is so dumb that I don't know when. I'm not down there. I'm up here on 95. I'm not down there on what's called.
There's a 17-minute slowdown caused by construction in 600 feet.
That's okay.
You're still on the fastest route.
I got 17 minutes. I got plenty of minutes, guys. I left early. Plenty of minutes. The thing about this navigation on a car in this caddy doesn't take, it doesn't even show you the traffic, slow down and stuff. Like at least on my car, it'll show you the traffic slow down. Not on this car. And of course, Google will tell you, even though it's the same Google voice in the caddy, it's still not picking up the freaking slowdown. Now it's out, let's see, overview, mute, turn list, destination, and stop recent favorites, settings. Okay, I'm gonna go to settings. Show on map, okay? Show on map. No, I don't want to see, I want to see show on map slowdown. Map orientation, got that. Preferred route, traffic present, all alert, nothing there. Nothing about what's going on there with this traffic jam. Nothing. Crazy. Oh, don't look down at the doggone display, man, because that's a violation. That's a violation. Don't look. Keep your eye on the road. You can't look down at the screen. Violation. Let me see through my glasses. I know y'all tired of hearing me complain about working this gig, but I keep telling you. It depends on the company. I heard people say, we went to this other company. It's dang near the same thing. It's the same thing as this company. It's the same serious thing. They keep an eye on you and blah, 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 blah. Then reports on you and dimes you out. It dry snitches on you. And then they look at it. See, I wear shades so they can't see where my eyes going. That's they got an x-ray, eye reader, like sunglass reader. Like the gamblers do with them x-ray machines and x-ray eyeglasses. Do you know that dude was wearing x-ray contact lenses? Chauncey Billups should be ashamed of himself. But once you get caught up in the game and you owe them some money, it's like selling your soul to the devil. You should have never been gambling. Now you gambling and you done got away from it for maybe 5-6 years. They let you slide. And now you're in the perfect position. Yep. Not making millions anymore. You're making $1 million or $2 million. You're not making 16 million, all that stuff that you used to make when you was gambling, and you still couldn't pay back then. Or maybe you got some cars off you. Maybe they hooked you up and got you into a house you couldn't afford, even though you had $60 million, you still got bad credit. I don't know. But for the most part, when you sell out to the mafia, it gotta be a reason. They ain't just gonna call me up and say, RaJuR, real deep cool. We know you're a Grammy member, actor, model, recording artist, music producer, recording engineer, Navy veteran, did I say acting and model again? And blah, 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 paraprofessional, notary public, all that. We need you to go and rig some card games for us. They ain't gonna call me, because I don't owe no money. They're Berkshire, which doesn't sound like Italians, it might be different. What I'm saying. They're gonna read the call me. You owe some money. Oh, I owe some credit cards. Oh yeah, I owe some credit cards. But it is what it is. I'll pay it when I pay it. I'll pay it when I can. Credit score jacked up. Hey, eventually it'll be good again. I was telling a friend of mine, when you're 64, 65 years old, the last thing you worry about is credit. I ain't gonna front. I'm at the point that anything that happen, man, I'm just happy to have what I have. It's nice stuff. Nice apartment, recording studio, guitars, clothing line, fragrances. I got all that on my own. Like I said, I don't have the luxury of really having a wife and all that good stuff. You know, and it will make it easy. Ain't no front, ain't no cap. But since I don't, I got to get all this stuff I want by myself. So it causes me to be a little bit behind in payments. And that's just what it is. But I want what I want, and I'm going to pay back what I got to pay back when I get it. People like, can you make a payment today? Absolutely not. When your payment is 100, I give you 10. I give you 10. Then when I get some tips, I'll throw you a little extra for my tip. Here's a 50. Okay, how much more I owe you? Oh, you owe us 50 more. Okay. Oh, snap, I ain't gonna eat nothing tonight. I already got something to eat. I will spend $10. Here, take another 10. And by the time it's down for the payment to be paid, I'm good. I'm nickel and diming these joints. Let's stop playing with me. 64 years old. And I didn't think I was gonna get a Beamer this time. I was really just gonna either, well, I probably gonna get a Beamer, but I was gonna either buy the one I had, which will lower my payment down half of what I'm paying now, or they just made a deal I just couldn't refuse, and my interest rate, but it's a lease, so it's interest rate up for 3 years, so 36 months is like being interest rate up for 60 months. So. But yeah, and the thing about a lease is I can get out of it anytime I want. I can just say, you know what? I'm done with this car. I can turn it in and then go on a payment plan to pay the difference in the residual. So I just got the car. It done got beat up and banged up. Hopefully they fix it like it's brand new. And if I decide, you know what, man, I'm going to get rid of this, man. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to give me a Camry or something. I can turn that car in. There's a brand new car, so the residual can't be no more than $5,000. Now, instead of me paying on $62,000, well, really not 62, instead of me paying on $36,000, whatever the lease is, you know, for the car, I'll be paying on $5,000. Pay that off, good money. You can't do that when you buy a car. You buy a car, stuck with that joint. We're going to sell it back to you. That's the worst thing you can do. You done gave $5,000 down. Now you can't do the car. You don't want them to repossess it. So now you're like, all right, cool. I'm going to sell it. And they're going to take another L. Keep telling people, I've been leasing since 2012. Over 13 years of leasing cars. Beamers. Got the thing. And if all blows up, I had fun while I had it. It was good while I had it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I mean, as far as the car, aside from paying my rent, I definitely want to keep my whip. Let me keep my crib. I don't want no one apartment joint. I don't want no one room joint. I like what I have now. I had it for 14 years. Big master bedroom. Holla at your boy. Big bathroom. Closet space for days. Studio for my studio. With another bathroom, but that toilet's being used for like a stand. Can't have no toilet in my goddamn bed in the vocal booth. But I gotta keep it kind of so just in case something happened. Yo, we got a problem with the toilet. Where's the toilet at? Man, I don't even use that toilet. Shouldn't even be no problem with the toilet. I don't even use the toilet. I keep forgetting I gotta flush the door every now and then because that water gets stale in there. There's still water in there. That water gets stale in there, and then bam, it starts stinking a little bit maybe. So I forgot I gotta flush it every now and then. Back in the studio. My man built a drawing for me to cover the toilet. So I was like, So all I gotta do is just, reach on the side, flush the toilet, I'm good. I only put a sign in there, flush toilet once a week. And maybe if I don't feel like taking that whole thing, I'll put one of them doggone blue things in there. Or put some Clorox down in there, whatever. All right, we'll be at 3:58. Now I lost 7 minutes, so now I get there at 4:05. Still plenty of time. We got to pick them up at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Pick up. And I don't mind doing this because the other thing is, since I'm running late, right? I mean, I'm running late since I'm in this big traffic jam. It's cool because that's less time I gotta sit down there and wait to go into the parking lot. So this is what happens. When you gotta pick up a client, you either can pick them up in the commercial lot, you can pick them up on the ground, or you can go inside and pick them up. A lot of times they paying for it. They want you to come pick up, help with the bags, all that stuff. Some people don't have bags. They want you to come in and get them. So that's cool. That's fine. I got to pick up in Terminal D and my other one's in Terminal F. So, but they don't want you parking in the parking lot until 15 minutes before you got to pick them up. And I got that because anything after that, that's on them. But our job, our mission, our protocol is to be there 15 minutes before a flight lands or before the person get there, whatever, 15 minutes. So, you got to continuously look at the flight. Say, okay, the flight says it's coming in this time. Then you might get an update. Oops, the flight going to be later. Oops, the flight going to be earlier. So, but anyway, 15 minutes before the last thing I read on my manifest, per se, they're going to say, okay, the drone landing at 5:15. Then at 5 o'clock, I'm going in the parking lot. I'm getting my ticket, bada bing, bada boom, in the parking lot, making it pop off. I'm supposed to go in anytime before that because, again, it's being unfair to the passenger because the passenger is entitled 15-minute time. Now, if I get in there and I'm 15 minutes before I get there, but then it takes them like an hour to get off the plane, land, get their bags and all this stuff, but sometimes that happens. Bags ain't coming down the chute till about 45 minutes later. They got to pay for that. They got to eat that. Can't blame the flight. The other time I had to pick up a flight with Mr. K. He was like, yo, no, it's not Mr. K, Mr. S. I had to pick him up. He was like, yo, the thing to come and get them off the plane broke. They had to find one to come get them. I think he said they finally fixed it. And he finally came and got them off the plane. But that's not our fault. I'm there 15 minutes to the good. They didn't get off. I think I had to wait for them. I had to wait for them like maybe 45 minutes before they actually got off. So they got the 15, but they got to pay for that half hour. They got to pay for that half. So it's how a limo thing works. Nothing else. Like I said, besides depending on who you got setting your schedule, if they don't like you, they be like, yo, I guess you ain't going to eat today, so don't worry about it. You're not eating. But then there's also the status of like, I ain't gonna front. I got my man, his name is Will. He hit me up. Yo, bada bang. He said, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm like, what's up? He said, I'm gonna take you off that one doing a money trip. Like, what you mean? You're gonna make some money on this trip. That means he's probably a nice long ride, maybe to LaGuardia, maybe to New York. Like my man, I picked up and took him to New York, then dropped him off at the Four Seasons up in New York. That was a good ride. And the tip was $200. And like I said, my weights, I get a lot of money on the weights. Like I said, that same day, when I picked him up and dropped him off in New York, a little extra couple little stops. Every stop counts. Every time you stop, it's a count. It's a count. So that night, these four people wanted to go see the Eric Clapton concert, and not only did I get a $100 tip, but they had to pay, I think, like $100 for the wait. They'd pay for that. So he gave me good trips. He gave me the money trips. He's like, man, I'll take care of you, man. I'm going to give you the money trip. Because, I don't work every day of the week. So they did put me on a money trip. Like the day, if this person's going to Rittenhouse Square in Philly, that's money. I'm not missing money. Just like the other day with Mr. Kev. I'm not going to be late for that football game, John. I'm not going to be late for that football game. Football game? Not going to be late. Was there more than quick enough. And that's how I got that tip. Because, what can happen is I could be running late. All right, I'm running late. All right, bam. You ain't going to make it on time to grab that. So they look for somebody who's down in the area. Okay, cool. All we really doing is picking them up from the Four Seasons where I picked them up from and took them down to the game. And then I waited 4 hours. So somebody else going to get that, and then they're going to send me to somebody else's run that they know I can make. Well, see, I probably done gave up a big run because I'm running late, as opposed to getting a little run, and then I lost money. I probably lost money on that run. Then I probably got to wait for my run. That was my second run, and it might never be done. I can get in between. So if I can't get anything in between, not only have I lost big money, big tip from Mr. Kev, now I got to sit around. When I'm sitting around, wait for work, there's no pay for that. Your wait is only when you with a client. When you got to wait for another run, you ain't getting paid to sit in the car because you ain't doing nothing. Now, unless they assign you a wait. Other than that, you ain't getting no money. So it behooves you to make sure that you research the people that you're picking up. And that's what I do. I look up the person, see if I can find them on Facebook, Google, see how they're rolling, see how they whipping off, see if they got some loot, see the ba. And if I see they making some moves, they making some money, then I'm really going to be on time for them. Oh, I'm definitely going to be on time. Yo, bada bing, bada boom, I'm here an hour early on the rip. I'm out here an hour early in the rip. Like now, it says I'll be there at 4:09. Still ain't supposed to be there to 5:15. I'm good to go. And I'm going to get there at 4:09, heaven willing. So again, there's ups and downs, backs and forths. But if you got people looking out for you, and again, I'm not a difficult guy to deal with, man. I just don't tolerate bull crap. I can't be with a company 35, almost 36 years, and go to another company and got to take some bull crap. Because I would not have been with that company 35, 36 years if I was a troubled employee. I'm not a troubled employee. Never had any accidents, had one violation, and that's because my dumb behind didn't know no better at the time. Other than that, I've never had any major violations that injured anybody. I never had no problems doing what I did except for 36 years. So you know I ain't going to come to a chauffeur company without knowing that I got experience. I got real experience. So, I don't know anything else I want to talk about when it comes to this company. No, that's how the limo game runs. Now, I'm not sure if everybody run the limo game the same way. We got King Limousine. We got Empire Limousine. Like two of these jobs, I'm not even working for this company. I'm not working for this company. I'm actually subcontracted out by another company. And these companies like me. I know they like me. Look, we short a car or two. Need to pick up this high-end cat. Where's William at? Oh, William's available. Give us William. Give us William. Nobody ever had a complaint with me. Give us William. What's the other company? Never drove for King. Empire. The other day I drove for Executive Limo Services or something like that. Money. Even though he didn't give me a tip, I'm not sure what the problem was with that. But he got a good ride. Yo, send us William. We know William gonna be on time. We know William know how to drive. We know William, people ain't never complain about William. William get 5 stars, except for his own company, don't give him 5 stars. But anybody else give him 5 stars. People I drive give him 5 stars. And I'm very convinced, I am pretty much convinced, they don't tell me all the 5 stars I get. I don't think they will, because they told me every 5 star I get, then they probably wouldn't have you can't beef with him. Hey, yeah, you can still beef with me. Okay, if I'm picking up the phone, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, if that's legitimate, you can. But you can't be freaking grounding my couch on some stupidity because the freaking camera thing don't know what it's looking at. And anything I've ever done is with a client in the car. If they ever said I did anything I wasn't supposed to do, driving reckless, harsh stops, all that stuff, it's never been with a client in the car. Never. They don't have one incident that they ever wrote me up on. They wrote me up on enough that I had a client in the car when that happened. Never. Never. Because I know of. Never had a client complain of me driving like I was reckless or anything. Never. So, I've talked enough about limo driving. I figure if I'm in a limo, I might as well talk about limo driving. But for the most part, I'm just saying to my homies, if you're sitting on your behind doing nothing and you just don't feel like doing anything more. I understand that. That's easy to do when bada bing, bada boom. But all the guys I know who still out here hustling, we don't have wives, we don't have girlfriends taking care of us, we don't have nobody chipping in on the bills, we don't have nobody doing that. We don't have nobody doing that. So we out here getting our grind on, we out here getting our hustle on, we out here getting our money on. And that's what it is. And again, for my friends who have wives and girlfriends, whatever they're supporting them while they're doing, hey man, have at it. But I can tell you right now, even if I had a wife and a girlfriend, I'm still doing this. I'm still going to sit around the house wait for her to get off work. Baby, man. And here's the thing about it. You sit around the house you want, you might as well went to work by the time she's done with you. I sent you the doggone, went to the market to get some goddamn collard greens, had to make the beds up. She ain't going to do nothing. Well, you ain't doing nothing. You sitting around the house. I'm halving up on the mortgage or the rent. I'm halving up on the food. I'm halving up on the insurance payments. I'm halving up. Oh, I lost a lot of people when I went there. Lost a lot of people when I started talking about that. Because it's real talk. If I had a wife, I'm still going to work. You ain't got to work, baby. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. I'm not going to have you have me on punishment, and I ain't got no loot, and I need to borrow a couple dollars from you to hang out with the homies for the day. But you don't need to spend that kind of money. This is my money. This is my money. Oh, yeah, I can spend this money. I went to work for this money. This is my money. You can't tell me when I can't go, and I ain't got to bum no money from you for gas or nothing. It's my money. I'm trying to free some brothers up of the prison of their minds and the prison of convenience. Everything is not convenient. Stress is not convenient. And yeah, I go through a couple things every now and then. I don't really stress, but I think about some things. I have some anxiety about some things. I kind of got to put, yo, dog, yeah, I'm messing up a little bit, whatever. But I'm saying I'd rather have that on my own than have it with another woman in my life, or having a woman in my life. I'd rather be messing up on my own, because I ain't got to deal with somebody else that's making it worse. Damn, I'm a little short, man. See, I told you shouldn't have went out. You shouldn't have went out and put that money with your buddy. That's why there's a lot of rat in there. And now I got to ask her for money to make up for something I had to pay on my own. I ain't give you nothing. Nobody tell you to go and spend your money. See, don't. Trying to tell my man Blanard, who just retired. I'm trying to tell him, don't be rushing to get into a relationship, bro, when you're this age. If you ain't married and you don't have a reliable connection with a female or females that you like to hang out with, don't get married, bro. Leave women alone. Unless you find a rich one. And again, if you do find a rich one, you better have something to share. Because if you ain't got no money and you find a rich woman who just wants you because you just going to be there when she needs you there, or you probably give her some good hammer every now and then, you don't want that. You don't want that. You better off exercising and becoming a stripper. You better off doing that. At least you get paid for showing your little wanker. This is a nice informative video I'm doing. I think y'all need to share this video with everybody you know who caught up in the trap. Even women get caught up in the trap. Well, my baby gonna take care of me. I ain't gonna have to do nothing. He gonna make sure that I eat. I don't care what happens with the government. I don't care. I ain't gotta go and put on my steel-toe boots and my helmet and go steal out of Walmart. I ain't gotta do that because my baby gonna take care of me. Your baby probably taking care of 4 other women too. So yeah, you don't want to do that. So women, this can apply to you as well. It's not just a man thing. It's a woman thing. And a woman wants to be involved with somebody. But a lot of the women in my social class just think they can just be bossing men around and make them do what they want to do for some cooch. You got to realize, when you're over 40 or 50 with coochie, you are not amongst the desirable coochies. I'm keeping real with you. When you're over 45, we don't know how many times that joint got beat up. Beat that cooch up to like a rag doll. Beat it up. Everybody in the middle. Everybody done beat that thing up. You done had 5 kids, and then you want to meet up with some dude, and you go, oh, baby, you know, yeah, no. That's why cheating happens. Cheating happens because women think they can get dudes that's going to take care of them and going to do this and do that. And then when they find out they being pains in the behind, dudes start stepping out, and then bada bing, catastrophe starts to happen. Dude might mess around, bring some home. She might start cheating, bring some home. Oh, man. That marriage, relationship game, you better know what you're doing. Both of you better know what you're doing. You both better have an agreement. This is what's going to go down. This is how it's going to go down. What you doing, cuz? All right, fine. And do what you got to do to make it pop. Other than that, like I told this woman, she going to claim she ain't wait 3 years of her life. I guess she got upset. I ain't hear no more from her after that. I was like, yo, I don't feel as though I left off 3 years of my job, my life, messing around with somebody, because he really was a nice guy. Really, no, you wasted 3 years with him, and you was under the impression that he's going to be with you forever, because you did think that. All I know is a few women that might go into the game knowing that, all right, it can be what it is. It's not that deep. It is what it is. I'm not looking for any more than what we agreed to. Then that's fine. I've had that relationship. But if you got somebody talking about, oh, we're going to get married in the future and all that stuff, and baby, it's going to be the great thing, and I know, let's keep on that. Stop it. Stop playing yourself. Stop playing and start playing with yourself. Because that might help you out. Because ain't no man when you over 45, ain't nobody tripping on your coochie. Ain't nobody tripping on how cute you think you is. Ain't nobody tripping. I don't know how many Facebook pictures you want to put up and try to act like you something more than what you are. It ain't gonna work. All you're gonna have is dudes who can't get a woman. Oh, you look beautiful, baby. Look at you. You look so gorgeous and beautiful. And I would like to just be with you, beautiful. Yeah, them are thirsty cats. They're sitting there banging off on you while you sitting there doing all that, and you give them that soft porn video for the morning, give them that soft porn titty video, all that craziness, and they go for it. They go for the soft porn titty video. Well, I'm just gonna sit here and replay her video all day long and whack, and then go back to video games. Look, I'm giving y'all too much information. Become stoic. Now,